Hey, beady besties. Happy Monday. I had to think about that for a second, my friends. Happy Monday. It's been a couple days. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Call was not feeling good the last couple days. Very just not, I think, yeah, allergies, sinuses. I don't know what's been going on, but I was starting to feel a little bit better today. So I said I better check in with the besties and see how you guys are doing. So I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Again, I'm sorry I was not here. Well, I kind of was. There was 2 lives, I think, on Friday and Saturday. And yeah. And so I made those, but that was about as much energy as I had those 2 days. So, but we were feeling better. Also, guys, too, sometimes when I'm feeling like crappy physically, it kind of affects my mental health as well. So I've been a little low mental health energy as well. And when I tend to have that going on, I tend to like just keep to myself for a little bit, stay quiet. Because my mental health does not need to spill out into the world, my friends. So, yeah, but we're feeling better today, guys. So first of all, let's get us a card. And then we can start our show, and we're going to look at a couple things, and then we're going to shake that cup. Shake that cup for me. Shake that cup for me. Come on now, shake that. Okay, I'm done. All right, let's pull my card. If y'all know Eminem, you know what song that was. And I'm trying to get somebody to maybe or figure out a way to dub that song and take out the bad word and put in cup, so then I can have it for our shaken. What did we call it? Make and shake. Shake and make. Shake and make. Half bake. That's right. We're going to do that today, my friends, because it's been a whole minute. All right. Be a pineapple, it says. Be a pineapple. Stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. Guys, come on. We are all pineapples here, right? Listen. We are pineapple princesses. Yes, we are, my loves. Yes, we are. Pineapple princess. What do we think about that, guys? All right, so first I would like to draw our attention, if we can, for a minute, because I got some, like I said, I wanted to show you guys something first. Like I said, I was feeling very low. I don't know why I'm bringing the bead mat in. I was feeling very low energy, and very low energy physically, and spiritually, mentally, whatever have you. And I didn't make jewelry for like 5 whole days. Well, at least 4 days. Yesterday, whatever. And so last night, though, I said, you have to make something call. And so I went back to the basics, and I made this necklace. Look how pretty. With Sam Shoreline Stroll. And guys, I just went back to the basics, and that's why I brought the bead mat in, so we can look at my back to the basics necklace. Look how pretty it is, though. So I stole these turtles from the Bargain Bee box way back when. I don't remember what month that was. It had it's, I don't know. It's in the thing. We'll see it in a second. And then I just made some really cutie patootie earrings, but I did steal those turtles from the Bargain Bee box. I think from 2 months ago. Look how cute. So anyway, guys, my point here is sometimes you just do something basic if you're feeling like your mojo is a slipping. You know what I'm saying, guys? It happens to the best of us. Not that I'm saying that I'm the best of us, but it does happen to the best of us. It happens to me as well. So yeah, so there's that. But I just thought, it got my fingers busy, got me holding the pliers. And my friends, sometimes all that it takes is just holding those pliers, right? Just do a couple things, and then you do a couple more things, and next thing you know, you have a really cute necklace. All right, and I also would like to bring to our perusal, I got a little something in the mail. And so this is from our beautiful bestie, Danielle Wickes. Guys, look at this beautiful box she has. Look at that. Look what it says. Smile, your beads are here. I cannot. So, truth be told, I've already opened this and disassembled it. So, it was packaged much nicer than this. This is a hobo. Listen, this was packaged so beautifully, my friends, and it was in like a bag and things and stuff, and it just looked absolutely gorgeous. This is totally this is my wrapping here. So just full disclosure, Danielle is a pro, and this is kind of my, like, 99-cent store revival. So anyway, we'll put that to the side because we're going to look at that in a second. But I just wanted to show you what my bestie sent. Look at this. Guys, this is the house plants. I don't what February. Gosh, this is almost a really long time ago. But I did not get this one. I'm not going to unbox this one because you guys have seen it and most of you have made jewelry with it. But I did put it into the shake and make pile. So if we do pick this one, then of course I'll take all the beads out and we'll just look at them briefly. But my Danielle was nice enough. This came from the Sam's Bead Shop. Well, they all come from the Sam's Bead Shop, don't they, Carl? But this was like from the personal Sam's Bead Shop. Like Danielle was there in person and picked this up off the shelf into Sam's Bead Shop and put it in the mail for me. So it was kind of special. So there's that, and we're going to put that over there in the cup. Oh, here's the cup, friends. Here's the cup. There's a lot of stuff in the cup. And she also sent me, this was the Shira's Elephant Mix. Look how pretty. And we'll just look at these real quick, guys, which reminds me, if you guys have been with me for a whole year, then you know my mom's birthday is coming up August 7th. And every year for mom's birthday, we make some elephant-themed jewelry because elephants were my mother's just favorite thing in the world besides me. And cats. So maybe her third favorite thing in the world was elephants. So we have these gorgeous, and I'm assuming these are howlite or something similar. Maybe a magnesite. Probably a magnesite. But those are gorgeous melons. I love this color. When you put this color with when you put these kind of beads with like turquoise and stuff, oh my God, pure magic. We have some different color red drops. We've got some smaller opaque drops, and then we have some small, larger transparent drops. And that was an uneven set, apparently. I'll find it, friends. It's okay. Ooh. Then there's this Czech glass and this like beautiful like berry, like raspberry lemonade color. That's gorgeous. And then of course the star of the show, my friends, are these elephants, and these feel like maybe a German resin. I'm trying to be, it's a German resin. It just might be any kind of resin, friends. I'm just saying, because it's from Sam's Bead Shop, so it might be a fancy. Miss, can you not do that? Thank you. It might be a fancy German resin, but they're gorgeous anywho's. But I will not be using this mix. We're going to make stuff with this, of course. But for my mom's project this year, my gorgeous friend Lori sent me just the cutest like gray Czech glass elephants. And then I said, she sent them to me last year. And I said I was going to use them this year. And so I am. Gemma, please stop. Gemma, I'm going to hit you with the air. When I say air, guys, it's this. I just do a little, and she stops. This, I swear, this is a humane house. Anyway, she told me get the can, and she took for the hills. Oh, what was I saying before the air incident? Oh, look, that's a barrel. Oh, that. Okay, that's cute. Anyway, this is a really cute mix. But yeah, so Lori sent me some Czech glass elephants, and that's what we're going to use. And also, I think I'm going to pair them because I think gray is pretty with purple. And Miss Marianne, another dear friend of mine, sent me some gorgeous, gorgeous amethyst cubes. Oh, you guys, they're amazing. So I think I'm going to use those with the elephants, and I think it's going to be really pretty. Gray and purple. Let me know what you guys think. It's not a combination I've done before. And of course, guys, so that will be on Thursday. Because that will be my mother's birthday, August 7th. So we'll have that show on Thursday, and I'll show you the other pieces that I made in prior years. Okay, so enough about me, my friends. It's time to talk about Danielle. So my beautiful bestie has launched a brand new thing. So she's going to do a project. It's called a project box. I'm sorry, Oliver, old Tubble just jumped on the other desk. Guys, he's like 14 pounds. Anyway, it's going to be our monthly project box. So what Danielle is doing is she's launching this project box. I know I've said that 5 times now. But she's going to be using the materials in the box to do projects with on Seed Bead Saturdays and some other pre-recorded some pre-recorded videos that she's going to do with it. So this month we are going to get together and we're going to play with this mix over on Danielle's channel this coming Saturday, actually the 9th. And Jennifer Miller will be in the house with us. So I'm super excited about that. All right, guys. So I will put the link to this exact project box. And like I said, it is not a subscription box, guys. You don't have to sign up, and you know, you can decide, and it's not a mystery either. So you get to see it, and then you decide if you want to get it or not. And then we'll do some projects with it throughout the month. So this will be August. So we'll do some projects throughout the month of August with it. And it will come to you much nicer than this. So here we have it. And I believe I have most of the contents. There might be one of the findings missing from mine just because she ran out and I told her just to skip it. It was fine because it's something I probably wouldn't use anyway. So what I think it's going to be fun with this box, especially with having Jennifer on the show. I guess I should get this little fancy palette. Oh, guys, I got this too. Look at this. Kristen, my beautiful friend Kristen's got some cat hair on it, but sent me this cute little bracelet board. Isn't that cute? Look, we could use that as a palette, the other side. Look at that. So anyway, let's look. So what I think is going to be really interesting, especially with having Jennifer on, and of course Danielle, who is the seed bead goddess of the world, and she can, you know, weave anything. I'm a stringer, so it's interesting to see how a bead weaver and how a stringer kind of tackles these. Now, some of these are components where, like these things, I don't know how I would, as a regular stringer, use those. So I'm gonna have to learn some seed beading if I want to use these fun components. And I'll just give you a brief look-see at these components. And these are all symbol components, so they're really good components. So we've got some of these two-hole things here. I'm sure there's a proper right name for them, but I don't know if I know it. There's a couple of those. There's some of these two-hole chevrons. Ooh, look at that's fancy. You see that one? That one's got like, oh, they're all fancy. Oh, they're all fancy on one side. Look, these are fancy on one side too. Look at that. Sorry if that's too dark. Those are fabulous. And then we've got some lobsters, and this got some jump ring on it. And then, yeah, so you get all that. I don't know exactly what they are, but a lot of you, I'm sure, do know. I'm learning, my friends. Jennifer Miller, she, oh no, I hope that wasn't important. She, she said I have to learn how to, at least brick stitch. So, I see it, friends. I see it. Yeah, so I got it. She said I have to brick stitch, so we're gonna have to. Listen, friends, I'm ashamed to say I don't know how to do it, okay? Because I was challenged by my dear friend Kathleen a couple months ago, and I want you to know, Kathleen, that you have far out exceeded me anyway. I failed terribly, but Miss Kathleen did not. She did really well. I went down really well in a ball of flames, as I tend to do. Okay, so here we have some fancy ear wires. Look at those. You might get more in your package. This might be one of the things that she didn't have enough of. And look at these gorgeous components. Guys, Danielle, when I say she, I'm sorry. Danielle is going to teach us how to make earrings with these components. She just like does her thing right there. And so it got the moon phases. There they are. And then we have these with the sun. So it's a very celestial get together here. We've got some suns and we've got some moons. There they are. You get those. So you can make lots of earrings. You could even use them as necklace connectors. Guys, it's a project box. You know what that means? It means you can make whatever projects you want out of it. Because it's yours. Once you buy it, don't let nobody tell you what you have to make with it. You make what you want. If you want to make Danielle's designs, you certainly can. I'm going to try to, but you don't have to. You can make whatever you want. Okay, and then we also got a whole bag of jump rings. Those are nice, 21 gauge. Nice jump rings. To match the rose, to match all the components. It's like a bright copper rose gold finish there. And then we got some chevrons. And one of these, I was playing around, so they're not all totally on the strand. So I don't want to make a mess. It's this color. No, it's the other color. Is it this color? Yeah, it's this color. Oops. I mean, it would be great, Call, if you could just do one video without what in the world? Oh, there are 2 holes. Okay. Without dropping all the beads. Okay. And we have, look at these gorgeous colors. Guys, are you seeing this? That's beautiful. I love those. We have those gorgeous colors. So you get those 3 strands. And then we get, hold on. Let's burp it. There we go. And then we get some tubes. I always like when we get a good tube. So you're getting these full tubes. And let's see what we have here. And they're all Miyuki. Is this Miyuki too? Oh, this is Beadsmith. Oh, they're good. That's the good. This is the red terracotta and the gem duo. Look how pretty that is. That's so pretty. Should I pour some out in my hand for a second? Sure, why not, Kyle? That's why we're here, right? We're here to see the beads. Look how pretty. And of course, these are the gem duos, so they are 2 holes. Of course, I don't have a piece of wire here, so you'll have to take my word for it, my friends, that there's 2 holes there. There sure is. And then we also have, I don't have to take these out. Y'all can see what that color is. This is Miyuki Pearl Ceylon. Is that Ceylon? 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 Whatever. This is an 11-0. And then look at that color. This is also an 11-0 round. And this is in the Picasso Seafoam Green Matte. I love these colors. So here are these colors together. And that's a lovely palette. And then, my friends, it's not over because we also get some gemstone rondelles. And Kyle's going to see if we can guess what these are. And I'm going to say that's probably like a quartz. It's really pretty. So we have your clear. And then I'm going to say this is probably something blue. There that is. This might be this might be like a red agate. That's pretty. Look, it's like a terracotta. Oh, that's pretty. These are probably dyed quartz. I'm going to guess these are dyed quartz. I'm not sure, but they are all gemstones. This green was really, look at that green. Wow. Let me put that on the dish. Look at that. It's fierce. That is a fierce, fierce green. So there you go. Here is Danielle's project box. And I probably shouldn't have put all these back in here. I'm going to take them out, make it look professional. Yeah, look how these, oh, so pretty. This is guys, I'm really feeling like a very, it's just such a rich palette. Let me take a couple of these out. Hopefully not getting them all over. I don't know. It's just such a rich, like, earthy palette, right? And I love that the colors, like, we do have our lighter colors in here. So, they blend nice. Like, this could go good with, look at this in the brown. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous combination. Maybe some of that green in there as well. And then these two are just absolutely stunning together. But you can add some of the clear and some of the blue. That's really pretty. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, you guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That's Southwestern right there, my friends. That is, yeah, this, you know what, guys? This looks like this might be a jasper. I think this is, excuse you. Some cat just jumped on the back of my chair. Some random cat. Yeah, this is a jasper, I think. Pretty sure this is jasper. That's stunning together. Excuse me. We could bring in this brown with it too. Guys, I really wish I knew what I was doing with this stuff because that's gorgeous. All right, my friends, there she is. There's Danielle's project box for this month. I will put the link in the box and then I'll be right back, guys. Hold on 1 second. It never gets old. And here we are, friends. Okay. So we have our cup, and guys, I went through our cup and I got rid of some of the really older stuff that I just honestly don't want to play with anymore. But don't worry, guys, fret not. Wait till I pull the tray out and you see it's so heavy. I'm gonna have to bring it up a little. We have so much stuff on this tray. So now we've added houseplants. I've also added the cat bundle, the anniversary Bargain Bee Box cat bundle. Oh, this is the Bargain Bee Box that I stole the turtles from. I forget what this one was called, but we still have that almost in its entirety. I made one pair of earrings from that, and that was it. And then we have this bundle, this mini bundle that I ordered that I have not made anything with. We also have our Sassy 60s, which, again, our gorgeous Danielle gifted us with the Sassy 60s. And we also still have the Seaside Escape hanging around, guys. And these are really full. These are, I haven't made anything with this. This I've made a couple things with, but it's still pretty full. Okay. We also still have Jen's Sparkle bag from like June, May or June, I don't remember. We have, oh my gosh, this was, oh, this is my stash. So if this is, talk about old. This was a, Andrea Bieber. I think it's actually about a year old. I think I got it last summer. It was an Andrea Bieber, bundle thing that she sold. And, so if I pull out Stash Buster, this is the Stash Buster. And then we also have the Bargain Bee Box ice cream shop in here still. And then also over to this side of the room, we also have the Sam's Bee Box, the Seaside Stroll. That's still in the cup, as well as the new JJB box is in the cup now. So my friend, there's a lot of stuff in this cup. This is just, yeah, all of this. So, plus there's also a bestie box in the cup, and there's also throwback Bargain Bee Box, guys, because let me pull it back down just a little, because I have so many like old past Bargain Bee Boxes. It's insane. Let me just hold on one second. There we go. So yeah, so here we go. We're going to shake that cup, my friends. We're going to shake that cup. Shake that cup today. Shake. Okay, I'm sorry. Here it is. I just wanted to shake it up. All right. And I don't think we're going to make anything huge, guys, because I'm still feeling like really low energy. So maybe some earrings or something. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got one. Okay. Any throwback bead box. This is any throwback bead box. Okay, so it's not necessarily a Bargain Bee Box. I forgot I put that one in there too. So I'm looking over, and I have a mess ton. I've got some old Sam's. I got some old Gemstone Orphanage. Yeah. So let me go take a look at what I got, and then I'll be right back. And here we are, friends. And I understand that this is over there on the tray, but that's okay, because I've been dying to play with this since we got it, and it is a pass. It's from April, friends, so it is a throwback. You guys, I know you've seen it already, but look at this. I just briefly look at all this. Look at these melons. Oh my gosh, look at these, are like disco fantastic. So I had looked at this earlier, and then we got all kinds of like fun flowers. Look at that. Look at all of that. Look at all these flowers. So don't worry, guys. When we're done, we're just going to make one pair of earrings today, and I'm actually going to use these components. So these are some retro drop walnut, and we're going to actually paint them. Yeah, so I want to try a new thing that I was thinking about doing, and I don't know why. I brought my markers out, and I'm not actually going to use my markers. We're going to use some vintage paints. So anyway, so we'll just look in here. So this is, oh, look at these. Look at all this fun stuff. That's so cool. So this is, and then we're going to, so let me pick out colors. We're going to make a pair of earrings, and then I think I'm going to, I guess depending on what colors we use, then I'll pick a bead out to use as like a focal at the top. Probably going to use the yellow melons. I think these yellow melons will be really pretty. I don't think they'll be too big. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, or maybe, I don't know, maybe these. We'll see, guys. I'm going to go and see what color paints I have. Look at these huge drops. Oh my God, those are so cool. They're like, just, I don't, groovy, man. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of like lava lamps. That's kind of what they remind me of. Those are so stinking cool. All right, friends, I'll be right back. All right, friends, we're back. Sorry, I forgot to do the magic wand. Anyway, guys, I know I said, I know I said we weren't going to we weren't going to get into a whole bunch of stuff. I know I said it, but that quick I changed my mind. Okay, so here are our earring components in question. So we have, these are our little wooden dudes. And I'm going to bring the melons in. Now, this was what I used as my color inspiration for my paints. And I'm also going to bring these in, but guys, I decided I'm not going to use those. So what I thought I was going to do with these was glue them or resin them or something over top of this hole. And I thought, oh, that would look really cute because they're too big to wire wrap in there. I'm sure if you were a wire wrap expert, you could probably figure out a way to do it, but that is not I am not that. So, so I was just going to glue it in there, but guys, I don't want to glue. These are just too pretty to glue. So I've come up with a better solution. And that's using these seed beads. And we're going to put a little bit of resin. Guys, we're doing we're doing full court arts and crafts. We're going to do it. So we're going to put some resin in there, and then we're going to sprinkle some seed beads. And that's what my idea is there. So now I'm going to bring in my paints because we're going to paint. So I brought in, this is the seashell pearl. It's pink, whatever it is. So we got seashell pearl, we have citrine and turquoise. So I thought that these would match our palette the best, and that's what we have. So what my thought process here is, and then we're going to use one of these. I haven't decided which color. We might use one pink, one blue, whatever. We might go a little asymmetrical on that. But so we have this little sponge guy. Now, you guys know I love to go to the dollar store. You know, I love my little forays into the Dollar Tree, my friends. And on a recent foray, they had these little crafter squares, and you get a whole, like 6 of them for $1.25, and that's a deal. Let's get that. And also, now this isn't new. I also get these from the Dollar Tree too. They're just little paint palettes, and you usually get 6. They're like plastic, but they're nice. They clean right out. You usually get 6 for $1, or you can get one ceramic one, which I also have. But I pulled the little plastic one out. We don't need the ceramic one. That one's harder to clean. So yeah, so here's my thought process. Oh, and I also have my my kindergarten brush. That is for, we're going to put a gloss over top when we're done. All right. So, my thought process, and I bought these sponges because I had an idea. I said, ooh, I bet these would make really cute, like a tie-dye texture or something. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do and I'm going to be, I'm going to kind of be frugal about it and just try to use one stick. Because even though you get 6 for $1.25, listen, friends, I don't live that way, okay? I don't know about any of y'all, but I try to get the best out of every single $1.25 that I have. All right, so now I don't even know, because these might be coated. It's hard to tell. I'm hoping the paint sticks on them. I'm not sure if it will. I hope it does. I also hope that I'm not offending anyone by putting paint on this beautiful wood. Okay. Because it is lovely. You don't have to paint it. You could just, Jody made earrings with these and the seed beads. Oh my God. Those were one of my favorite pairs of earrings that Jody made, but we're not doing that. But those were amazing. And I don't remember. Jody, did you paint them? Something tells me that you did paint them, if I remember correctly, but I know they were amazing. I think you painted them turquoise. I think. Okay, friends. So that's our plan. So we're going to try to do a tie-dye effect, since this is like the 60s, and these are really pretty colorful, bright. We're going to do some fun. We're going to do some fun stuff, guys, because I am the ambassador of fun. Now, I think we're probably going to do both sides. So we're going to have a drying process. So we're going to have a few ups and downs and pauses, and we're back. Okay. So just know that. I don't know how long it's going to take altogether, but I'm here for it, my friends. All right. So what I'm going to do is, and I've already pre-shaken these because I have not used my paints in a really long time. And they were very stuck in there. I had to get Wayne involved in the shaking process as well. Okay, guys, so these are the original patina paints. These are not the newer paints. These are the original vintage, the Ranger. They're so crusty. Can you, oh my God, look how crusty. Which probably I should bring out, you're right, Martha. I know I'm gonna make a mess. I should bring out my messy bead mat. You're right. Okay. I did bring it out. It's actually not a bead mat. It's a, it's just an old towel that I use. Guys, I have like when you're, you know, remnants of towels and stuff, if they're still good enough to cut up into pieces, that's what I do. I use them for stuff like this. Also, like, I know a lot of you guys follow Candy Cooper. You know, she uses like old denim and stuff. That's also really good too. Like when my husband, oh my gosh, when my husband has a blowout in his jeans, I always tell him, I might have to put a wire in here and free the paint, my friends, because true, I had one in my paint box, but I'm not going to dig it out. I've got wire over here. We're just going to shove a piece of wire in there because it's a little bit crusted. That's how long it's been since I used my paint, so I probably should do this off camera. I might have to because that's really, oh my gosh, get in there. Aha. Oh, there you go. Call making a mess. You should probably wear gloves too, friends, but I don't mind a little paint on my hands. I'm okay with it. Speaking about stuff on my hands, you guys, the last video I made, y'all probably seen it. There was a little flying ant in my office, and he landed on my hand, on my arm, and I didn't think you guys saw him, and I killed him. I'll put it in this cup because that cup's got some dry stuff. Oh, that's a pretty color. This one could use a little liberation as well. I mean, it's kind of coming out. One time I squeezed and I didn't realize. And and I squeezed and it shot out the side all over my desk. I'm laughing now, but at the time I didn't think it was really that funny. But yeah, so I didn't think you guys saw him. And I thought I killed him on the sly. I thought I was like really being sly. And then I watched my video. And you totally could see him. Guys, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh. All right, so there's our palette. I mean, it's a little, it's close enough, my friends. It's close enough. So let's start out with a little bit of blue. So I'm going to just put a little bit here on this tip. And then I'm just going to kind of blot the excess. And so we just have a little bit here. And I'm just going to do, gosh, I'm so afraid. Okay, that's coming out really, I want it to be like spongy. Okay. So I probably put way too much. My friend Kristen's probably like, oh, that's way too much paint. I know. That's such a light blue. I don't know. I do have darker blue, but maybe if we just kind of go over it a little bit. All right, let's add some pink. Let's see what the pink looks like. Put some down here. See, that's cute, right? All right, let's do the other earring over here. And it doesn't have to be like, I'm not going to be so precise because I don't want them to look exactly the same. Right? I want them to have some diversity. And put a little bit more pink in that one. I like that little texture effect with the sponge. That's cute. All right, we'll get just a little bit more blue, and then we'll bring in some yellow. And then we'll do the other side, like I said. And I thought one way to use up these sponges without... We're just going to go ahead and cut this. Oh, no, it went right through, didn't it? Oh, I thought we could cut the outside, but it bled right through. That's okay. Look at that. We're going to do some yellow now. Maybe if I just... This is what you get for trying to be a baller, Call. There we go. That's all right. Let's get some of this yellow over here. There we go. Oh, that came out thick, that one. Get some up here on this one, and then over here. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Okay. And then we can get a little bit more pink in this one. Try to put it on this side outside of the yellow. There we go. And if it goes over top of each color, that's okay, because then it'll just make its own color. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. Look at that. Then he kind of put, oh, that's cool. I like that. All right, let's do that over here a little bit. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that's how that would come out. You guys, that's so cool. It's a little bit lighter than I thought because the paints are a little bit lighter. Wait, let me put this one. That's kind of cool. I don't know if you could really see it. I got to put some more blue in there, more pink. The yellow kind of took over a little bit. I might have to be a baller on the budget and use, there we go. Let's bring a little bit more blue in this one over here because the blue kind of vanished a little bit. But like I said, we're doing kind of like a tie-dyed effect, right? I put way too much paint in there. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's all right. We'll dot that one. It's a lot of concentration of color. Okay, okay. Now we'll do a little bit more pink. Oh, I gotta do the other side too. I have to remember that. So maybe I didn't put too much paint because I do have to do the other side. Okay, that's cute. And it's kind of like, now it's like there's some shades of purple, you know, because we're just putting the colors on top of each other. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love how it's coming out. Maybe just a dot, a dot of yellow over here. Because then it's coming out kind of green on the blue, right? Oh, that's cute. Okay, that's super cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this dry for a couple minutes, and then we'll be right back, and then we'll get a better look at it after it's dry. Okay, friends, and we're back. Oh, you know what? I wanted to switch out. Hold on. No, that's okay. I was gonna switch out the recording to the brighter side because I don't know if these are gonna be hard for you guys to see. Oh my gosh, look at all the cat hair stuck to my fingers. My fingers are a mess, my friends. But this is what we have. Blow all the cat hair off. So I did both sides. And we can, of course, pick, guys, there's like cat hair dried in there. But we can pick, so that's one side, and then that's the other side. And what we'll do is we'll pick which two sides we like the best. And I'm going to bring in this because this is not quite the blue that I wanted, but it's not bad. It kind of matches this a little bit. But I think we're going to do, I don't know if you're supposed to shake these or not, but do I want to do this blue or do I want to do a pink? You know, I thought I knew, friends. I thought I knew. I also have this color, which I think is perfect for that. So maybe we'll use that. This is perfect for this, but it doesn't really match that blue. But I feel like this, okay. I just wanted to get a nice bright color for us to do around the edge here. Let's see if we like this. See, I don't think that's bright enough. Let's try this. I want a nice, like, bright pop of color here. Okay. That one's not bad. And we'll go over this twice because sometimes you have to go over this a couple times for the color to really like settle in there. I just thought if we framed it up here, like we outlined it in a nice bright pop of color, that would really help us, right? Just kind of go over those parts again. Right. That is looking good. And guys, if you have these acrylic markers, you could of course just have painted them with the acrylic markers. I just wanted to try this little tie-dye thing that I was thinking about. I don't know. I think it came out cute. I just hit, that's okay because it'll blend right in. Just gotta sometimes go over a couple different coats because that wood will start peeking through. You just gotta hit it a couple times, and I think that should be good. I'm just gonna bring in my silicone mat real quick just to lay this on because we're gonna need that for the resin. But before we do the resin, I am going to hit this with a, oh shoot, look at that. I did it again. I got to be careful. I keep running off the pendant. But before we do the resin, I'm going to hit it with a gloss to kind of seal our paint. I just wanted to do the outer first because I want to seal this too. I want to seal the whole thing. And then we'll play with resin. I can't wait. Guys, I told you we're doing all kinds of fun stuff today. I had no idea when I woke up today that I was going to be playing with resin. See how life just works out that way, my friends. And I'm excited because I've been wanting to play with the resin. Because I have so much of resin stuff now. Accessories, if you will. Okay, guys. So I'm going to let that dry. I guess it's... The acrylic markers don't take as long to dry as the... Oh, where's my little... Okay. Look at what became of my sponge. Savagery, my friends. Savagery. I'm just going to throw this here in the trash. There we go. Then we'll bring this in for our gloss coat. Excuse my loud chair, my friends. Okay. Oh, I lost 5 pounds, by the way. Not that anyone's asking, but guys, I got to start, I'm back on my journey of losing weight because I want to get back into my super fancy chair that Kristen got me. But yeah, lost 5 pounds, so I don't know how much I weigh. I'm asking my husband to keep track because I don't want to know. I don't want to know until I get to a certain place, but he's going to keep track of what I'm losing and what I'm not losing because I'm just kind of too depressed to look right now. Because I know it's pretty bad. All right, so I'm just going to get a little bit of this gloss coat. Just going to wipe my excess off here. And then I'm just going to kind of brush it across the top first. Like this. Just upward strokes, right? Oh, darn. I didn't want to paint on top of my silicone mat. Well, that's all right. I got to wash it now anyway. So we'll just switch it over. Okay. We're going to just up, and then we're going to kind of turn it, and then do the same thing, just like that. It doesn't matter what direction, I don't think. I just like to kind of go up first like that, and kind of cover the top first, and then I'll spin it around, and do the same thing up here. Okay, we're going to wait for that to dry, and then we'll do the other side. Guys, I'll just pause you and then I'll do the other side. I just want to show you how I did that. It's real simple. You just get a nice little wide brush and you just brush it on either side and then we'll do the sides and then we'll be right back. All right, friends, here we go. And so this is what we have. We sealed them. Guys, I also, I don't know if you can see the center, inside the center. I also went around the center with this marker as well. Okay, so here we go. And then I'm going to, like I said, I have a silicone mat because I'm a resin professional. And we're going to put these down onto the mat. And hopefully they stick and the resin doesn't creep out. Oh, you know what? Let's move this. We don't need this anymore. Looks like Easter threw up on it, but anywho, we don't need that. All right. So here we go. You know what, guys? We could fill resin in there too, couldn't we? Should we do both with resin? We could have 2 resin surprises. Oh, that was a piece of wire. It just fell off my desk. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm not sure, friends. I'm not sure. Do we want to do two resin surprises? I say we do it. I say we do 2 resin surprises. Okay. I'm going to put my PPE on, and we'll be right back. All right, friends, we're back. And I do apologize for the buzzing, but that is my, that's my fan. And I'm going to keep that on for ventilation. So we have our PPE. Now, guys, when you're playing with resin, always make sure you have gloves, goggles, glasses, a mask if you want. I'm not wearing a mask. I can't stand anything over my face. So we're not going to wear a mask. That's why I have the ventilation. But a mask and ventilation together is probably preferred. So we're going to do the one-step resin. So this is just a one-step resin. We don't have to do any mixing. I like to use the one-step when I'm doing small projects like this, so I don't have to waste a cup and mix resins into a cup. We're just doing very, very small resin in here. So we have that, and I got my little resin toolbox here, and I just need a mixer stirrer. I want something small. I might just use that piece of wire, because I don't think, no, I don't think I want to use any of these. They're just too big. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use this piece of wire here. I think we need something so when we put the seed beads in, we can kind of just mix them around. So I think that'll be fine. All right, let's go. I'm going to bring you guys down with me real quick. So you're just going to bloop, bloop, bloop. Sorry, I don't know how to do a better job of that. But anyway, okay, so we're going to get our resin. And hopefully these are pressed down so none will leak. I'm just pushing them down. Okay. All right, so I should probably also open this first. Okay, so let me put these out of my way so I don't knock them over. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna put them into a cup, actually. Do I have a little bead cup here? Oh my God, I'm so disorganized. I'm just gonna put them in this little dish. So then I can just, because I don't want to dump too many, right? Okay, so y'all go in this little dish. So what I'm going to do is maybe scoop a couple out and drop them in that way. I think that's a good idea. Okay, I'm always thinking ahead, friends. I'm always thinking ahead. All right. I don't know why I get so nervous when I'm using resin, but I do. Okay, we're just going to undo that. Oh my God, one time I unscrewed it and I didn't realize I screwed off the cap and this wasn't on. I went to dump and it all glugged out. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to dump just a couple little drops, just one drop in there and kind of let that, hope I didn't go over, guys, because you can go over really quick with this stuff. Oh, that's all yellow. I want some other colors. We're just dropping seed beads in there. And then we're just going to use this little wire to kind of mix them around in there, right? So we have like a little bit multiple layers. Let's get some other colors in here. Oh my God, am I only picking up the yellow ones? Goodness, I want blue. Blue and pink. Some of that, and I think we're right at the edge here. We might be, I think we're right at the edge. I think we poured in just enough. I'm gonna put a pink one right there. Try to bring in a blue one right there. And 2 more pink ones. And maybe another blue one. Oh, that went right on the wire, didn't it? Oh, that's cute. But let's make sure they're all covered inside the resin. Everybody inside the resin. Okay. Okay. Now we'll just throw in just a couple more here on the top. Okay. There we go. That may be too many, Carl. You can never have too many, my friends. You don't need that negativity. That might be too many, though. I don't know. I'm just making sure they're all covered, completely submersed. I don't really want to put... Oh, look, there's one in that middle one already. He's ready to go. Just put 2 drops and just put just an extra drop there, just to kind of cover everybody. Okay, let's do one more little drop. One more little drop. Okay. Swoosh it all around inside the hole. Okay. All right. So let's get some colors going in here. Oh my goodness. We gotta find a better way. I know I said I was gonna use the scoop. Okay, let's use the scoop. I'm gonna be picking up seed beads off my desk for days. Okay, let's get them in there. Maybe we won't put quite as many in here. We'll put a couple more. There's a yellow. Sir, can you go? Thank you. And oh, we dropped that one. Let's get a pink one in there. And I think maybe this pink one wants to go in there. Try not to get resin on the component itself. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. Let's get that. Probably put too many in here. I might take this one out. Can I take you out? No. I guess once they're in there, they're in there. Boy, I really filled that middle one up. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll put extra in the top and then, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to get in here, swish this resin around. A little bit more on this side. There we go. Kind of move it to this side. Hope it's not sneaking out the front. That would stink. All right, guys. Now we got to fill this up with beads. Not getting much blue, as many blue. I guess there's not that many blue ones in this mix. I don't know. Get some more pink. Okay. And let's squish this around. Don't move the component too much, Carl. Okay. Kind of flip some of those around so they're not taking up as much room. And now we're going to just do boop, boop, boop. Some of these blue ones in here. Let's get a gold one in there. Oops, that one said no. Go in there. And another gold one. Oops. And let's pick out a pink one. There we go. Let's pick out another pink one. And maybe one more pink one. Okay. Just gonna hold this down real quick and squish this around because it keeps moving and I don't know why. Okay. Now we're gonna put some in the middle. Just maybe one big drop. Right. Move that over. Okay. And then this one we're just gonna do a couple here. Let me pick out a little scoop that has a couple of all the colors. Well, there's a pink and a blue one. Okay. Oops. There's another gold one. And then let's get some of the yellow in here. Okay. And that should be enough. Because we didn't want as many down here. I will pick out another blue one. No, sir. Sir, go in there. Okay, and that's looking good. Okay. Now I'm trying to see if we need any more resin in here. Okay. Just gonna put just a bowl, just ever so small. It's not even. Oh, that was too much, Carl. That was too much. No, it's okay. That's okay. Just a little tiny. Just a little. Oh, no. Just not quite a drop. There you go. And then I think that's good. Just a little drop. Just a little drop. Right in the middle there. Just to kind of. And that will just like kind of. All right, friends, and I think that is looking pretty good. I don't see any bubbles. You, of course, can go over this with a lighter. I'm just putting my lid on. You can go over this with a lighter, get any bubbles out. I don't see any bubbles, but I do have a lighter. We can run over it real quick. All right, let me grab that and turn my fan off. There we go. Hope we don't explode. Is this childproof? No. Okay. We're just gonna run it over, make sure there's no heat bubbles. Okay. All right. And I do suggest the long fireplace one. All right, friends. So we are gonna go ahead and cure now. So I'm gonna pop my light over, and we are going to do. We're going to do a 5-minute cure, and then we'll check back. And I will be right back with you guys in about 5 minutes. I take my glove off. We'll be right back. All right, friends, we're back. And I did switch over my camera mode, so hopefully it's a little bit brighter. The other one is darker, but its focus is better, so I thought that was be good so it could focus in on what we were doing. But here we have it. This is what we have. And I think they came out so cute. Let me put a dish under them so you guys can see how cute they are. I would have preferred the paints to be a little bit brighter, but that's okay. I think they came out super cute with the little beads inside. Now, these are the fronts. Now, here's the back. And my back came out really, really smooth. I don't feel like I need to sand. I did... This one I didn't fill quite enough resin in there, and this one's sticking out. So I might, when we're done, I might just pop a little tiny more resin in there. But yeah, I think it came out super cute. And like I said, the backs are really smooth, but if they're not, guys, and you want to do a little, you could use your Dremel on the low setting, and you can kind of, you know, clean stuff up back here if you need to. I'm not going to, because this feels all really nice and smooth. So now all we have left to do, my friends, is make the rest of the earring. So here's our front. I think this was our front. No, that's this front. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's the front, and this is the front. Okay, well, this is what we have, and I thought those were really pretty fronts. So now we have to pick out, And I think the yellow is cute, but I think the pink is the cutest. So I think we're going to do the pink melons, right? So we're just going to cut these. And then we're going to pick out 2 really pretty pink ones. All right. And so I have here a piece of wire, and this is about a 5-inch piece of wire. Words call. And I've already straightened it. This is 20 gauge wire because we're just going to make some simple eye pins here. So I'm just going to cut this wire in half, about what I think is half. Oh, I don't know. We don't have to be real precise here. That's close enough. And I'm also going to bring in, where did I put that tool? Here it is. We're going to bring in this tool because I like how this makes loops. So we're going to make a loop here, but see how this is kind of thick? I don't know. I think this loop might be too big. Maybe I'll do my step bail making pliers. I think we're going to go with this loop. Is that the same size? No, that one's smaller and then that one's larger. Okay, so I think this is like a 3. I'm not sure, but we're going to use this side. And then we're just going to go ahead and put that wire in. First, let's make sure that is flush. It looks pretty flush, but we're just going to, just in case. Oh no, Paul doesn't have a scrap can. Looks like we're going to be using this dish. And I just spilled this little seed beads. I was collecting them as I was waiting for my resin to dry. All right, so let's do this, and then we're going to go ahead and make sure that is not sticking out. And then we're just going to turn a loop here, right? And we have that fun P shape. And then we're going to take our chain nose pliers, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to break that neck. Okay. Straighten this out a little bit, and then we have our eye pin. And I think that is going to be, why am I putting those down? That is going to be enough. We're going to open that. And then, yeah, that's going to be a really good fit. It's not too big. It's not too small. Your earring's still going to move around, but that's a good size loop. Okay. And then we're just going to put this, oh no. Is this melon? That melon's not very, has a very big hole, does it? Okay, hold on. We have one more. That hole is a little small. Oh my gosh, what is going on with the pink ones? Well, guys, we might have to switch over to yellow or blue. Let me see what the yellow ones look like. Oh, that's weird that the pink ones don't have very big drill holes. Well, the yellow one fit. Let's make sure they both fit. That's okay. That's okay. I like the yellow one. Okay, yeah, that's the front. Yellow one's pretty. All right, that's fine. And then we're just going to do a simple loop here, guys, but we want to make sure, you could do a wrap loop here if you want, but I'm just going to do a simple loop, but we want it to go the opposite way. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to hold this somehow. Oh, there's another fly in here. I thought I was done with the flies. Bend, bend, bend. There we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to cut about right there. And then we're going to get our round nose pliers and we're just going to turn a loop here. It's always awkward when we, okay, just hold it there. I know I'm kind of holding this awkward. It's because it's awkward when there's something dangling and I don't really have much to hold here. So my loop might go a little awry, which it did, but that's okay. I'm just going to straighten it out here. Boom. Straighten that out. Boom. There we go. Now let's flip it over. Oh, it's so cute. Let's go ahead and open this one. I just have some basic ear wires, guys. Of course, I'm keeping these earrings because these are just too cute. And they're not perfect, right? Because I am still very new on my resin journey. So it's going to be a while before I feel like I can make jewelry from resin that I can sell. Oh, that's so cute. Do we love the yellow though, Kyle? What does the blue look like? I like the blue. I think I'm going to do one blue and one yellow. I think that's cute. Yeah. So then I'll have 2 blue and 2 yellow left for another future earring project. I think that's perfect. Okay. We're just going to do this one more time. And I did, you know, you don't need quite that much wire. I probably could have, you know, of course. But it's okay, friends. It is okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn our loop again like we did with the last one. Okay. And that might have turned it a little too much over, but that's okay. We can fix that. Okay, then we've got our eye pin looking all snazzy. Okay, and we're going to open it. And that is the front. Okay, and then we're going to close it. Make sure that's closed, and then we're going to put this one on. And then we're going to go and do our loop on this side. Bend, bend, bend. Oh, that was my dog. Did you hear that noise she made? She's had enough of my stuff tonight. She's like, Mom, it is past nighttime walksies, okay? It is, we should have been doing nighttime walksies an hour ago. And she's not wrong, friends. She's not wrong. I can hear her. She's like trying to get my attention. What's wrong, baby? Are we past nighttime walksies? I thought she would answer me. Oh, here she comes. Are we past nighttime walksies? Oh. There we go. I gotta figure that's the front. Yes, okay. Make sure my loops are going the right ways. Yep. Looking good. Okay. What is it, baby? You okay? You can go for nighttime walksies? Yeah? I know. Yeah. Oh no, so sad. Okay, baby, Mommy's almost done. All right, my friends. What a fun journey this has been. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm feeling better already. These are so cute. I love them. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna put them in a dish. Oh wait, this dish has stuff in it. That's okay. They came out so cute. My friends, look how beautiful. Listen, okay, I know that might not be for everybody, but I'm kind of in love. I'm kind of in love. That is so cute. Okay, friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little journey into arts and crafts. I had a great time, guys. I will be back with you Thursday for sure. I'm going to try to shoot a video every day this week. I don't know if I will be successful, but I'm going to try to shoot a video Monday through Friday. I'm going to try every week, guys. My husband is home because he left his job and he starts a new job next week, but he took a week off to just kind of, you know, rejuvenate himself. So Wayne will be home all week. So I'll probably be in here a lot. But it is what it is, my loves. But until we meet again, which will probably be tomorrow, be good, you guys. Keep planting your magical beans and keep being kind to yourselves and each other. And yeah, keep glowing and growing, my beautiful friends. Keep glowing and growing. Till next time. Bye. Hello, friends. I just thought I'd give you a little bonus of my face today. And you can look at my beautiful earrings. Super lovely. But I did notice that I did not let you guys know the total baking time. And so total baking time was 20 minutes altogether under a 48-watt lamp. I did 10 minutes on both sides. I forgot to add that in the video, but I just thought I should tell you guys. It's hot in here. I just thought I would tell you guys that, yeah, 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side, and a 48-watt lamp. Okay, bye.